Good morning, students. So today we learn about this new topic, measurements of consumptive use of water, right? So there are two methods for the measurement. First one is a direct measurement method, which includes five sub methods, right? First one is tank and lazimeter method. Second one is field experiment method. Third one is a soil moisture study. Fourth one is a integration method. Fifth one is a inflow and outflow studies. Right. So we studied this detailed information about these sub methods. First, we take this tank and lesistimeter, which is find by determination of consumptive use, which is known as capital CU, which includes the direct measurement methods, right? So, tanks are watertight cylindrical containers which are open at one end and are set into this ground with their rim approximately flush within the surface. So the tanks are 1 to 3 meter in diameter and 2 to 3 meter deep. Usually larger tanks are preferred because they permit more nearly natural root development for the growth plant grow in the tanks, right? So consumptive use of water is determined by measuring the quantity of water which is required to be supplied to maintain satisfactory growth of the plants within this tank, right? So lacimeters are similar to the tank with the difference that lacimeter have a pervious bottoms. The plants are grown in this lacimeters filled with soil and placed in the ground such that their rims are approximately flush with the ground surface. Because the bottoms of the lacimeter are pervious, a part of water applied to the plants is drained through it and the same is collected in the pan placed below it. So the consumptive use is equal to the difference between the water applied and that collected in the pan. So these are this figure of this tank and lacimeter method, right? So in this figure, the tank is 5 meter wide and 4 meter deep. At the end, it is connected by PVC drainage pipe, which is directly going through this instrument's access and drainage discharge measurements, which is also known as electronic output, and at the base French drainage for water discharge are provided, right? So these are this tank and lacimeter method this figure includes, right? Next one is a field experiment plots. So the field experimental in this method, an experimental plot is selected for growing plants. Irrigation water is applied in measured quantity to the selected plot in such a way that there is neither runoff nor deep percolation. Right? However, the quantity of water should be sufficient for satisfactory growth of the plants. So, meanwhile, the consumptive use is equal to the quantity of water applied, right? However, if some runoff occurs, it should be measured by adopting suitable methods and its quantity should be subtracted from the quantity of water applied, right? So there is a difference between this lacimeter and tank method. And the second, we learn about this field experiment plot, which selected for growing plants. Irrigation water is applied major quantity to the selected plots, right? So that in the mean, right, there is neither runoff and nor deep percolation, whereas the quantity of water should be sufficiently satisfactory for available growth of the plant. So the consumptive use is equal to quantity of water applied. So we can say that there are some rainfall runoff occurs, but it is measured by adopting some suitable methods which is given, right? So its quantity, how we calculate this quantity if runoff occurs. So it is calculated, its quantity should be subtracted from the quantity of water applied. So we can easily calculate consumptive use of water. Third one is a soil moisture studies. So in this method, specially suited to those areas where the soil is a fairly uniform and groundwater is deep enough so that it does not affect the fluctuation in soil moisture within the root zone of the soil. Right. So it is only suitable for those areas where your soil is fairly uniform and the groundwater is deep enough, right? So, soil moisture measurements are done before and after each watering. So, the quantity of water extracted per day from the soil is computed for each period. So, a curve is plotted for rate of use against time, and from this curve, consumptive use can be determined. So, with the help of this curve, which is plotted for rate of use against time, uh, we find out from this curve this consumptive use of water, right? So in soil moisture studies, finding out consumptive use with the help of curve which is plotted for a rate of use against its time. Next is integration method. In this method, a large area of land is selected for studies, whereas total area is considered as A, which is divided into sub areas under crops. First is A1, natural vegetation A2, water bonds A3, right? And for bare land, it's A4, right? So the conservative use of water is then computed as the equation is dW into A plus dW1 A1 plus dW A2 plus dW3 A3 plus dW4 A4, whereas dW1 is equal to consumptive use of water for crops, dW2 consumptive use of water for natural vegetations, dW3 is equal to evaporation from the water surface, and dW4 last is equal to evaporation from a bare land, right? Thus the consumptive use of water dW for the entire area is found in the volume. Unit is a hectare into meter. In terms of depth of water, it can be found by dividing the volume of water by the total area of land, right? So in this method you see that equation which is dwa, where dw is uh, expressed as consumptive use of water. So we can say that finding out consumptive use of water with the help of integration method, the equation is dw, which is consumptive use, is equal to the total just divide volume of water which is included dW1 multiplied by A1 plus dW2 multiplied by A2 plus dW3 multiplied by A3 plus dW4 multiplied by A4. This whole volume divided by the total area of land. So with this help of equation, we can easily find out the consumptive use of method, and this method is known as integration method. Fifth one is inflow and outflow studies. So in this method, annual consumptive use of water is found for large areas. So the annual consumptive use denoted by capital U is given by, here the equation given is capital U is equal to bracket I, capital I plus P plus Gs minus Ge minus R, where U is equal to consumptive use of water, which is described in unit hectare into meter. I is equal to total inflow during 12 months of the year. Capital P is equal to yearly precipitation on the area. GS is equal to groundwater storage of the area at the beginning of the year. And GE is equal to groundwater storage of the area at the end of the year. GS denoted as a starting and GE denoted as a ending, right? So capital R is denoted as a yearly outflow from the area. So all the above volumes are measured in hectare into meters, right? So here also simple one equation is given, which is annual consumptive use denoted by capital U. With the help of this equation, you can find easily this consumptive use of water, right? So you can only do is remember this equation properly, right? So there are different types of measure, which is includes direct measurement methods. First we shown this method, tank and lazy meter method. Second we see field experiment method. Third one is a soil moisture studies. Fourth one is integration method, and fifth one is the inflow and outflow studies. So we see that uh, in some methods we find out this concept to use of water with the help of curves. Also there are different equations given in different methods, right? So only we can do is remember these methods and equations and the curves where we can find out conceptive use of water. So these are this direct measurement methods. Next we move on this Next, we move on this empirical methods for the consumptive use. So the following are some empirical methods used for determining evapotranspirations or consumptive use of water. Consumptive use of water is also known as evapotranspiration, right? So don't forget about that. If in exam they can say that to find out evapotranspiration, right? So it means you find out this consumptive use of water, right? So it includes six methods, right? First one is the Blaney Criddle method. Second one is Hargreaves methods. Third is Penman method. Third one is Throat-White method. Fifth one is Jensen's Hayes method, and the last is Hargreaves class A pen evaporation method, right? So we can understand this easily by this description, which is in Blaney Criddle method. Blaney Criddle developed a simple empirical formula for the determination of the consumptive use from the temperature and daytime hours, right? So this method is found by this Blaney Criddle person, which is developed a simple empirical formula. It's with the simply help with this temperature and daytime hours. So the monthly consumptive use is given by this equation Cu is equal to K multiplied by F, where Cu is known as a monthly consumptive use, which is described or denoted by centimeter, where K is equal to consumptive use coefficient, S is equal to or F is equal to monthly consumptive use factor, right? So in SI units, equation F for monthly consumptive use factor F is equal to P divided by 40 in bracket 1.8 multiplied by T plus 32, where this P is equal to monthly percentage of daytime hours of bright sunshine. T is equal to mean monthly temperature in a degree Celsius, where the Cu is equal to K into F, where F, we find out this equation F in SI units, right? So we put this use factor in this Cu is equal in this equation. So K multiplied by P multiplied by 1.8 T plus 32 divided by 40. So the consumptive use Cu of water for the entire crop season is called seasonal consumptive use. So it is equal to the sum of monthly consumptive use for the entire crop season. So it is equal to the sum of monthly consumptive use for the entire crop season, right? So Cu is equal to summation of Cu, where summation of this equation K multiplied by P multiplied by 1.8 P plus 32 divided by 40. So if monthly consumptive use coefficient K is a constant for the entire crop period, then equation Cu is equal to uh, K uh, in bracket summation of P multiplied by 1.8 T plus 32 divided by 40. K which is easily extracted from this bracket or summation. So the consumptive use of water from the entire crop season may also be written as Cu is equal to capital K multiplied by capital F, where Cu is equal to consumptive use for entire crop season, capital K is equal to seasonal consumptive use coefficient, and capital F denoted as a sum of monthly consumptive use of use factors. So in the end, the monthly crop coefficient denoted by K for the different crops may be taken as follow. So value of K which is differ by this is different from this different types of crops, right? So for the wheat, the value of K is 0.65. For maize, value of K is 0.65. For cotton, value of K is equal to 0.65. For potato, value of K is 0.7. For corn, value of K is 0.75. For sugarcane, value of K is equal to 0.9, and for rice, value of K is 1.10. You see. So today we learn about this two methods, right? So first one is a direct measurements method, and second is empirical methods. Both methods are used for finding out consumptive use of methods. So uh, these all are the methods which is a determination of consumptive use, which is denoted by Cu, right? So if you have any queries, you can contact me directly. Thank you so much.